I got this clock from my uncle. I didn't know what to do with it, so I put it in my living room, and that's when things started getting weird. You see, this clock counts backward. At first I thought it was just some kind of a joke, but then I realized it was actually counting the minutes, hours, days, and even years. It was counting backwards. I tried to ignore it, but then strange things started to happen. At first it was just old photos of people I didn't know, but then it started to get weird. Photos of my parents, me as a kid, they all started disappearing. People would call me and ask, "What day is it?" or "What year is it?" They didn't know how to read the calendar. They would look at me like I was some kind of a wizard. I'd tell them the date and they'd say, "Oh, thanks," and hang up. Then I started noticing that family photos were disappearing from the walls. My wife and I were sitting on the couch watching TV one night, and I turned to her and said, "Do you remember the day we met?" She looked at me like I was crazy. "I don't know what you're talking about," she said. "The day we met," I repeated. "Do you remember the cafe? The clock on the wall?" She shook her head. "No," she whispered. "I'm sorry." It was then I knew that something was very wrong. The only thing I could think of was that clock. I grabbed my phone and started searching online. I wanted to buy another clock, put it next to the weird clock, see if it would somehow reset. But as I was searching online, I came across an article about a mysterious clock that counts backwards. And at the bottom of the page, there was a comment that said, "It stops at the moment you were never born." I scoffed. I thought it was just some kind of a creepypasta. But then I remembered my uncle's last words to me. He said, "Be careful with the clock. Whatever you do, don't let it count backwards." He never explained what he meant, but I think he knew more than he was letting on. I looked back at the clock. It was counting down the seconds until what? Until the world ended and time began again. I didn't know what to do. Should I try to stop it? But how? As I stared at the clock, it hit me. It wasn't just counting backwards, it was counting our lives backwards. Every tick of the clock was taking away a piece of our memories, our loved ones, our lives. And then it hit zero.